When did someone go way too far for revenge? There was this guy in my town, Jeff, who was known for being a loudmouth and a complete jerk. He constantly talked down to everyone, bragging about his wealth, making people feel small. It got to the point where most of us just ignored him. But one day, he pushed his luck way too far with the wrong person, his quiet, mild-mannered neighbor, Dan. Jeff and Dan shared a property line, and Jeff decided he didn't like a tree that was on Dan's side, but close enough that the branches leaned over his yard. Instead of talking it out, Jeff took it upon himself to hire someone to cut down the entire tree. Dan found out when he came home to see his favorite tree was gone, and to make it worse, Jeff wouldn't even apologize. He actually smirked and said, "It's just a tree. Get over it." Dan didn't say much back then, just nodded and walked away. But over the next few weeks, things got weird. Jeff's yard started having these sudden issues. First, his grass went yellow almost overnight, in patches that spelled out a few choice words about Jeff's character. Then, the trees on his side of the fence started wilting. Eventually, even his prized rose bushes withered. Jeff tried every gardener in town, spending hundreds to fix the problem, but nothing worked. He was losing it, storming around and blaming everyone from his gardeners to his own family. Finally, after one of Jeff's late-night rants, Dan casually told him over the fence, "Maybe it's karma, for that tree." That was it. Jeff snapped, threatened to call the cops, the whole 9 yards. But Dan just grinned and walked back inside. Jeff never found out that Dan was using a natural, undetectable herbicide to slowly kill everything in his yard.